Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure diorama review. Today, we're going to be looking at the 12 World 112 scale Underground Palace Dungeon, both versions A and B. I believe these versions connect together to complete the entire diorama. I got these things from Big Bad Toy Store. They're in stock, shipping now, so let's check it out. Two giant boxes, so I hope this diorama is as big as the box implies. I have a feeling it's going to be much smaller than I think. Underground diorama. Notice box A on the left, a little bigger than box B. The front. Underground Palace Dungeon. Made in China. Big Bad Toy Store. This is number A. And the other one, box a little bit smaller. Pretty much the same thing going on, except this is going to be version B. So without further ado, let's open them up and put them together. Here are the contents of version A. Looks like we have the floor piece, a couple of side walls, and an arch, and then some little sticky pieces to attach stuff. Here are the contents of version B. Another floor piece, large back wall, another arch or doorway, and then some stairs, and some more sticky things to attach stuff, such as lights. So, let's put it together. Let's start off by putting version A together. It's really just 4 pieces, 2 back walls, the floor, and a little arch or doorway. Should be pretty easy. And it looks like this is how it's supposed to be, version A. And it actually works from all sides. It's finished on the outside. Here it is with the inside play area. And here it is from the outside looking in. I love the fact that it has a finished wall, at least on this side, and on the inside. And then the contents from version B, which also only has 4 parts. And that was easy enough to put together. 3-dimensional. You have the play area here. You can go under the stairs, into the arch. And here's the back side. Not exactly finished. Then you have both versions A and B, and you can put them together. And you simply butt them up next to each other, and it works out pretty good. Sure, it's not exactly perfect. Biggest complaint I see so far, the ground is not exactly flush. This one's a little taller than this one. And the top right here, is a very small gap there. I've got many 12 World items here before, and that's no surprise. But overall, it looks fantastic. It's got a ton of play area down below, stairs, second floor, archway, a doorway to the outside. Sculpt, paint job are fantastic. This is made of a harder material, kind of resiny, so it can break. Be careful with it. Overall, nice diorama. Gonna be good for Batman, Ra's al Ghul, Indiana Jones, Nathan Drake, Gargoyles. It's kind of like a castle. I can see a ton of uses for this. Hell, Frankenstein or Dracula. The list goes on and on. Let's take a quick closer look at the interior. First of all, look at the sculpting and paint detail on this thing. Looks phenomenal. I mean, even look at the floor. Dirty, well done. We have the arch back there, the doorway. All kind of plants and vines, overgrown. Sculpting detail is fantastic, as is the paint job. Staircase. The arch underneath. Very well done. So here's this diorama from the front side. Here it is from the left side with the door entryway. Here it is from the back side, the unfinished side. And finally, from the right side. And not to be super nitpicky, but I can see this white piece right here. That's where something has clearly broken off. Very small piece. It came that way. I didn't break it. It's made of a hard resiny material. If you drop something on it, it could chip off. Just be wary, be careful. Very nice set. That one little piece doesn't really bother me that much, although it is kind of noticeable. Now let's check out the measurements of this thing, and this is both A and B put together. Now as far as how wide it is, from the widest point to the other, probably about 23 inches wide. As far as how tall it is, about 17 inches tall. And as far as how deep it goes, about 14, maybe 15 inches deep. Now let's get some action figures in this thing. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is Indiana Jones. And it just so happens today I got an email from Amazon saying that Hasbro Indiana Jones is going to arrive on March 27th. Pretty damn close. This thing arrived just in the nick of time. So let's see what else I can have to put in this thing. Here we have a NECA Nathan Drake from the Uncharted video game, and with the movie Nathan Drake from Uncharted. This could work good for Count Dracula's castle. It could even work for Frankenstein's castle, but not quite so much. I can see the Phantom in some old ruins. Here's some NECA Gargoyles in this castle. It's not exactly a castle, but it can work for one. Old Castle Wyvern. This will be awesome to put the whole clan in there if we can ever get all the wing situation figured out. Here's Ra's al Ghul with Ubu and Talia and his League of Shadows in their castle. Here's a Fortnite Peely and Roman attire in this castle. Would work really good with Roman soldiers. Would also work pretty good with He-Man stuff. But I don't collect He-Man stuff, so I've none of that to show off. The Gladiator versions of the Trinity from McFarlane's DC Multiverse were pretty nice in this setting. Now let's check it out. Next is some action figures from different various companies, so you can see how it fits in both scale and style-wise. In case you don't know which lines you can use it with. Now I'm not going to go through all the different action figures like I normally do, but here are some of the largest action figures I have. McFarlane, Diamond Select, and Jakks Pacific, and I picked some of the largest figures from each company, and you can see they would totally fit in the door. Sure, there's a little step there where that goes up, but even this large Hush Batman, he'll go into the door with complete clearance. Absolutely fantastic. And then here's some of the smaller action figure lines I collect. Hasbro Marvel Legends, SH Figure Arts, and Jazzwares Fortnite. And of course, they're going to fit in the doorway absolutely no problem. They actually seem almost like they're maybe too small for that doorway, but it all works out fantastic. From your smaller 6-inch line to your larger 7-inch collection, they all fit with this diorama, which was a concern of mine. These 12-word things are aimed at the smaller end of 6-inch collecting, sort of Japanese figure style and size. I'm glad this one's going to work for pretty much anything I have. And then of course in turn, here are some of the larger action figure lines inside the actual diorama. They seem to fit pretty good. Well, you can look at Hush Batman. He can fit underneath there by the hair of his chinny chin. Ears maybe blocks that. But as a whole, these larger action figures are going to fit in there pretty nicely, both inside and outside, using the doorway, etc. And of course, the same can be said for these smaller action figure lines. They fit perfect. Ton of clearance with their heads, under the arch, doorway, the different levels. Works great for your small figures and your large figures. So overall, it's a pretty nice diorama. The sculpt and paint job is excellent, top notch, no issues there. The scale is pretty good, works for a wide variety of action figures. Now the biggest complaint, and I'm not surprised about this, I've had plenty of different 12-world dioramas before, it's just a little bit loose. It's not super tight. Everything, it kind of has the ability to jiggle a little bit. It's almost like if you could shove a little bit of cardboard in there or something, you might be able to keep it in place better. Just a little frustrating. These two are supposed to connect together, but you can just see how loose they are. Now that does really suck. They have different sort of areas that interlock. There's a little hole here. It's going to attach to the peg there. And that is helpful. But I just really don't like how it's a little bit loose. Look at this part right here. I mean, that sucks. They have areas where they're supposed to connect together, like right there. That's how it should be, nice and flush. But if you do that, this part here, I mean, it just doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to. Beyond that, it's a fantastic diorama. That little setback, yeah, it's definitely annoying, that's for sure. If I were to rate this thing, I'm probably going to give it a 7 out of 10. If it just locked together properly, it'd easily be an 8.5. This thing is gorgeous, it is tall, it is sturdy, it's massive, and I can use it for a ton of different action figures. If you have any other suggestions what action figures I could use for this sort of castle, dungeon, palace, whatever you want to call it, diorama, drop me a line in the comments below. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure diorama and action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.